Hello, this is Dylan with Bulldog Rooter, and I'm at 5523 North Fleming Street, Spokane, Washington, 99205. This is a sewer video inspection. I'm pushed all the way out to the city main, pulling back towards the house. We're looking at 6-inch concrete. Just a couple things to note while I'm pulling back. We are still kind of somewhat draining water. I had a hard time pushing out, so I had to run some water behind the camera to get it all the way. And just keep an eye on the level of the water on my camera right now as it's running. Pulling back towards the property line. In clay and concrete pipe, this is concrete. Every 3-foot section of pipe, there's a joint. That's what we see there. Anything that's not smooth in a sewer line is going to obstruct the flow of solids. There's a tiny little lip there. That's really minor. That's what I expect with old pipe like this. We transition to tile. And then right here is the property line. Right here, it transitions. Everything on property is 4-inch Orangeburg. Look at the lip there, though. Pulled up water. We're pulling back into Orangeburg. It's compressed tar paper. We're in a valley right now. Kind of pulled up water. It kind of does this throughout the entire line. So you can see that the water that we were running has settled down now, and pushing into this, the water's not moving. This is just standing water. And my camera head is about, maybe 2 to 3 inches in diameter, something like that. So this has completely submerged my camera, and then now I'm out of it. In this Orangeburg, we're going to see blistering. We're going to see ovaling. Oh yeah, look at that blister. I push up and I'm clear out of the water and I pull down. That's the pipe. It's just like a skin blister. That's why when you cable it, you can see just all that standing water right there. When you cable this, there's ovaling right there. Major ovaling, actually. Some pretty major blisters. You see that one? That's pretty bad. It's not as bad as the other one that I was showing you, but yeah, see, just wasting toilet paper. That's on it. That's sitting right there on top of that little blister. All the poop and toilet paper, soft blockages are really common, but you can see how all this solid waste is just hanging out in the line. There's grade issues throughout the entire line, throughout Orangeburg. So anytime with Orangeburg, the more water the better, just to keep that stuff moving. We're completely submerged. And now we're out. There's still some pooled up water, but I think that's the condition of the pipe. Some of this pooled up water here is because of the condition of the pipe. It's just, there's lots of peaks and valleys throughout the pipe because of the blistering. think the real issue, I cleared the line in the cast iron. The cast iron is where the issue was. So right here is the cast iron transition, right at the foundation. This line goes out to Fleming Street. So it goes out the front of the house, and this is right outside the foundation. It's stubbed out, and everything on property is the 4-inch Orangeburg. Pulling back into the house, you can tell that it's cast iron because it has that orange rusty looking color. Over time it gets all sorts of buildup in it. You can see the flakes and the rustiness. There's a Y, so there's another line coming from there. I imagine that's the downstairs toilet over there. Look at all this solid buildup. My cable went through there and scoured that. So this is partially rust and what have you, you know, whatever else is sitting in your line here. You can just see how kind of flaky it is. There's a couple sections of pipe that I was really unsure of, but look at all that rust buildup. Trying to find that one spot that I really wasn't sure of here. It looked like a hole. I think that's just a drain tie-in, I believe, right there.
Yeah.
It doesn't really look like it, but yep, it is. I think the condensate line to the furnace is kicking off, and that's where that ties in. There's a little 1.5 inch stack down here in the basement that's right behind me that comes down, and that's where I hear that draining. So that's not a hole. What we do to address this buildup throughout the cast iron, the best thing to do is to apply a natural enzyme digester, and it will eat away at all the fats and the grease and the solid buildup throughout the pipes. It'll eat that away, and we do that as you normally apply that as a preventative maintenance. You can see how a lot of this stuff is just loose. I've already cabled through it. Cabling through it several times isn't going to do much. It's just going to be a matter of water, getting a lot of water flushed through here, or packing the jetter out here and hydro scrubbing the pipe. There's a few options here. I'm glad that condensate line kicked off because I thought that was a hole. It's not. This is just normal buildup throughout the old cast iron. So I've seen better cast iron, but I don't think that's anything worth, you know, really jackhammering. I think it's worth kind of maybe treating it. The cheapest route's going to be the enzyme digester, and to try to load up the water volume and flush all that stuff out. And I'm coming up out the cleanup.
Wow.
Yeah, that's your video inspection. Thank you for choosing Bulldog Rooter.